Hey, this is Elijah here with New Line Championship Boxing. I'm here with Jacob Stanton. He's got a big boxing bout up with Densel Chapman coming up on January 29th. How you doing, Jacob?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
So, you train out of VO2 in Ohio. What's it like getting ready for a fight there?
I think it's always kind of hectic. Regardless, we got a lot of guys that, whether it's MMA or kickboxing or boxing, we got a lot of guys that are getting ready for fights often, have fights in, you know what I mean, like January coming up, and then turn around and have cards in March, or maybe Muay Thai in March around the same time. So it's always pretty tough. There's a lot of tough guys in there, a lot of iron, a lot of sharp family.
That's the thing, like having a gym like that, having constantly active, constantly fighting, like you're always in like competition mode, always in fight mode. So I'd say it's pretty easy to get ready, you know, because somebody's getting ready for something always, I'm sure.
Yeah, basically.
So we met at your last fight. I guess that was your last fight in Parkersburg.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
On the Mike Shepard card.
And at Mike Shepard's card, Doghouse Promotions, and man, we got to get that guy. I was super impressed with you that night. You're a savage.
I appreciate it. Yeah, that was my first out in kickboxing. I boxed once before that. I felt good I felt good boxing. I just felt a little bit more comfortable kickboxing and felt like I had a lot more I could open up. And now with this camp, we've really been drilling, just staying focused and knowing when I need to, you know what I mean, advance or slow down or keep a pace or staying disciplined.
Now, one thing I remember from that last fight, I wonder if this is something you do often, that spinning back fist.
I saw that's one thing that I did kind of chuckle about in the interview was that you had brought that up. I'd throw it when it's there. It's not necessarily my favorite or anything like that. I throw it when it's open, when I feel like I can catch somebody with it.
My memory might be terrible. I get hit in the time, but I remember you landing like 3 of them in that fight. I could be totally wrong, but I got really excited for all of it. When you landed it, I freaked out.
Yeah, I threw it twice. I think once was the end of the second that had dropped him. I threw it from southpaw, so I threw left hand spinning back fist and like followed up with the right, and then I threw it again. I think third round and caught him clean with it. It's just that angle, man. They step out at an angle, and then I mean, from southpaw or orthodox, you have one way or the other.
So, huge fight coming up with Densel. What do you think about it? You've been watching his fights. How do you think this fight's going to go?
I'm hoping that it's going to be. I feel like he hasn't really had a stylistic matchup yet. Not to, you know what I mean, knock any of the guys that he's fought or anything like that. I mean, as far as kickboxing, I know. I think he's only fought Sam Kinker in kickboxing. Yeah. I think it's going to be great, man. I think it's going to be an awesome show. I like his style. Like I said, I don't think he's had a stylistic matchup, and I think it's going to be fireworks, man. Honestly, I think both of us like to. I mean, I know he likes to try to advance forward and fight his fight. So I'm going to go out there and fight my fight, and I think it's going to be great. Good time for sure.
I'll let you in on a little secret. You know, I'm a matchmaker too for New Line. This was kind of my creation here. This was my base fight. I was just both your guys' style. I feel like you're both action fighters. You're going to go to war if you need to. Yeah. I can't see this fight not being incredibly fun.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm hoping it is. I think both of us are going to come in healthy with good cardio and, you know what I mean, the mindset to walk out of there with that belt.
You both have that. You're great, fun guys to talk to as well. Couldn't be guys outside the ring, but you're both just in there. So I expect fireworks. I really do. I'm gonna be really disappointed if it's not one of the best fights of the night. I'm gonna be upset with both you. You'll get a
Absolutely.
stern talk to you afterwards.
Yeah, I think I speak for both of us when I think we're gonna put on a show for everybody there.
So now you've also got your coach Teddy Bear, Justin Navaria. He's going to be fighting on this card. What's it like with your coach on the same card?
It's sick, man. It's giving me butterflies thinking about it, honestly, because I've only been with the gym about a year, just a little over a year. I started January of 2021. I haven't actually been able to see him fight. I've seen a bunch of clips and, you know what I mean, a bunch of his old stuff, and I don't know, Teddy Bear's something different, dude. He's a savage. He's awesome.
So what's it like training with him?
He honestly, that man pushes me so much. He's a blessing to have both in my corner and in the gym. He keeps me going, honestly, and I think he's like that for a lot of us. He's just a good like as far as morale and keeping everybody on their toes and making sure everybody's pushing themselves past what they can even see or believe. He's on top of it.
So now, what's it like coming into your second fight, having probably a step up in competition in this one? Does that change your mentality at all?
I think the biggest thing I've been drilling, like I said, is just staying disciplined. The mentality is the same. I feel like maybe between disciplines as in boxing and kickboxing, the mentality is a little different, but train for everybody like they're top of the food chain and make sure I'm ready for whatever's coming.
I can tell you take this really serious. So I like to ask guys this: what made you want to be a fighter? How'd you get started in this path?
Honestly, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of fell into my lap. I've always been like, I'm watching the fights right now. I've always been an avid UFC fan. When I was younger, it was like the Tyron Woodley, Robbie Lawler era. And that's when I had first got into it. It was like guys like Robbie and guys like Cub or even like Justin, you know what I mean? Just the brawlers, and football was cool. You know what I mean? Never really got into any sports like that. I like wrestling. I wrestled in high school, but I don't know. There was just something fascinating about fighting. And then my buddy Teddy Evans, shout out him, Teddy Knuckles. He convinced me one day to come into the gym, and I think it was my first day in there. You get a sense of family when you walk into a room for the first time, and it's a room full of strangers, you know what I mean? And you've never felt more comfortable, and you just kind of know. And ever since, it's been all up. It changed my life for real. It gave me a lot of direction. It kept me on track. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me focused. I mean, I don't really do much anymore other than go to work, hang out with my old lady, you know what I mean? Stay at home and go to the gym and train. It's a massive part of my life now.
So you mentioned Robbie Lawler, Tyron Woodley, that era. So who are some of your favorites as fighters, either kickboxers, MMA guys? Who are some of your heroes?
I like a lot of the I like all the Thai fighters, any of the Thai boxers, Rod Tang. I love guys like Nicky Holskin, John Wayne Parr, Liam Badco, guys like that. And then when it comes to MMA, I've always been kind of swung towards the guys that, like I said, are just straight up brawlers. They try to walk forward and fight fire with fire and drag people into deep water and make them drown. Guys like Robbie, Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler to an extent. I think people kind of jumped on a train with him. So I don't know. He's a great fighter nonetheless. Just the guys that bring a show. Cub Swanson, guys like that.
And mentioned Robbie Lawler earlier. How about that fight with Robbie and Rory McDonald? Does you think kind of fight we're going to see with you and Densel?
Dude, I could only hope. Honestly, it'd be an absolute honor to have to share the ring in that way with somebody. And honestly, 3 fights into my amateur career, if I could, I would absolutely love to. I mean, at any point, I would absolutely love to. honestly, that's crazy to even think about. I hope so.
Well, that's what we're hoping to see. And I honestly can't wait to see you compete again, brother. I think that's it for me. So we're looking forward to seeing you and Densel go to war January 29th in Huntington, West Virginia at the DoubleTree Hotel. Appreciate your time, buddy. It was great talking.
Thank you very much, man. It was good. Or thank you for having me. It was good to see you.